Holy shit.
You made it far, man.
Keep it going, I'll trim it. How's it going, guys? This is Mario D'Amico with elitefts.com, here to teach you how to do a stronger knee wrap. Now, in this demonstration, I'm doing a PR third attempt, like super tight knee wrap to hit that PR. I think it's really important to learn how to do a tight knee wrap, especially for your training partner's sake. Have them hit that PR. I've had the pleasure of wrapping plenty of teammates and friends in the past, and a lot of them have liked my style knee wrap, even though it is a little more painful than most. It is a big pet peeve of mine when I'm getting wrapped for like a heavy squat and someone wraps me like a prepubescent teenager. If I don't want to punch you in the face during my wrap, then it's not tight enough. Now, like I said, we're talking about PR knee wraps here. So I'm gonna kind of go through and show you how I do my knee wrap. Granted, there's 100 ways to wrap a knee. This is just how I know I've got the most efficiency out of it, and I've seen good success with myself, with my training partners as well. So I'm gonna start here. That's Seb's right knee. Andrew, come over here. So a big key to a tight knee wrap is making sure you pre-roll the wrap as tight as you can. Keeping the slack out beforehand will make it not only easier on you, but will keep it tighter. You see a lot of guys that just kind of roll it up, and when they're wrapping it, they have to take a lot of energy to pull the slack out, and then you see once they start to go around again, all that slack is loosened and all the efficiency of the wrap is gone. So this is hand rolled. A lot of people have wrap rollers, which is fine. I've just noticed a lot of times the wrap will get stuck in there. The wrap roller will break, which happened the last meet I was at. So I just find it easier. It is a little more tiring, but just do it by hand, because you know it will be tight and be done the right way. So I always wrap both knees outwards. Whether it has an actual effect on pushing your knees out, I don't really think, but it's just kind of more of a creature of habit. It's how I started, so I'll keep doing it. I've had my knees wrapped both ways, where they've been wrapped on the inside, and I've squatted fine. It just doesn't feel as good to me in my head. So I'm gonna start. Angie, if you want to come over here so they can see. The middle of the wrap at the bottom of the patella, and I pull it tight. I have my training partner hold it, pull all this slack out to where it's not going to go anymore, wrap it over, okay, make sure it's locked in. Then I go about halfway up on the next wrap, pull the slack out all the way, and I'm maintaining, you see with my hand here, keeping the slack out the entire time. Under here, I'm still pulling on the wrap, transfer it hands, and I'm pulling back again, okay? So you see I go halfway up again. Now I'll go about 2 inches above the quad, right here. So you can see half, 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 half. And I'll do a fifth, a little bit less than halfway. I like to cover this one up a little bit more. And a lot of times what I like to do, keep that slack out the whole time. I'll make an X over the kneecap, like that. And bring it around. And around again, and then usually right here I know I'm ready to finish it. Hold it around. Having a pair of pliers can always help there. And you'll see here, Seb, you want to stand up real quick? Just try and bend your leg at all. So he's pretty stiff there. So I'll undo these. So these are the elitefts Patriot wraps, which I think are a really good wrap. They're 3 meters. I think they're really good for gear lifters. I know a lot of raw guys that use them too. But these are more of a wrap where there's a little less slack in them, so it's more for the stopping power going down in the hole, as opposed to like Seb has a pair of the metal blacks, which I'm a huge fan of. They're a little more on the pricier side, but they're more of a versatile wrap because they're so stretchy that you can get if you were cranking that thing the whole time, I could probably get, how many revolutions do you think? Like at least 15 revolutions around the knee. And then you can cast that motherfucker and it'll be tight as shit. So then on your warm-ups, it doesn't take a lot of energy to get a lot of material around the knee. Because getting all that material behind the knee is really what you want to get that pop out of the hole. So yeah, I mean, I would say just, have your training partner's voice to you, like, hey, is that tight enough? Is that tight enough? And if they're kind of a pussy about it at first, I've had plenty of friends that I wrap and they're like, oh, it's too tight, too tight. And I tell them just to shut up, sack up, and do it. I was in the same spot the first time. But at the same time, you gotta find out what works for you. But this is the best way it's worked for me, and I've had a lot of people say the same thing. So thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment below. Or you can contact me at mdemico43@gmail.com. That I'll also put in the log as well. Have a good one. Bye.